Okay, so this guy's been having some challenges with my content, which is funny because like he doesn't have to watch the videos. He's definitely not the audience that we're engaged in here. And this comment I want to talk about stupid women. Because it goes back to some of the things I was talking about when I was explaining like my perception of a conservative, a moderate, and a liberal on dating profile apps. And I wasn't talking politically per se, but more that like I perceive a conservative as somebody who's maybe not open to new experiences and not necessarily in touch with their emotions or really capable of challenging themselves intellectually. And so I don't even know what we would have conversations on, or I don't know what we would talk about. So women being stupid. And also funny is that like this guy is not my audience, but his algorithm thinks he should be. So I don't know what other content he's viewing, but his algorithm certainly thinks he needs to be watching my videos. But let's talk about this, right? So I think the men I'm talking to and the women I'm talking about are in the category of people who are open to new experiences, who are educated, who are not afraid to be intellectually or emotionally challenged. And those men also understand what I mean when I say that women are looking for a man that's better at being a man than she is. Like I've seen many of you understand that. And don't take that as an insult, and realize that masculinity is more than just a log rolling contest. Like true masculinity allows you to be the warrior that you are, but also invites you into emotional strength and vulnerability in a relationship and participating in that exchange and feeling a sense of safety and knowing that your partner accepts you for who you are and still lets you go out. And if you want to go to a log rolling contest, I will go with you. But there is definitely a large category of men that are challenged by educated women. And so, he's saying women are stupid. I don't think there's any stupid person on earth. I think we are just all at varying degrees of our understanding and our level of complexity in thinking. But he is saying this to a person who has me, a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. I have a Master's of Science in Health Communication. I have a certificate in climate change, global warming, its impact on population health. That is from Yale. I have a certificate in for women in leadership from Cornell, and I'm actually currently looking into a program with Harvard University on something. So stupid, I am not. And that might also be why I'm still single and never married, because I am very, very, very smart. And for the right guy, that is extremely stimulating and interesting and fun to be around. But for somebody who is afraid to be challenged or cannot sort of hold contradictory thoughts together and see both sides and process them, women like me are extremely intimidating. And the baseline of it is because we see through these guys, we see what their obstacles and challenges are, their intellectual challenges, their emotional challenges. And we understand, and their masculinity is very fragile. And they know that we see that, we challenge that. And what we're seeing, and you see it in some of my comments, is this aggression and hostility towards women like me. Again, because we see through it. And we probably know that you peaked in high school. And the reason you're having so many challenges with relationships is because you are not letting yourself evolve or be challenged. Whereas a lot of the women around you are. And not to mention, I think women with degrees is now like, we're now outperforming the percentage of men with college degrees. And in terms of like unmarried single house ownership, women have more of that than men. And that's scary for some men, not the ones I'm talking to and not the ones I date. You guys are great and you understand what this kind of woman brings to your life and you're trying to get there. And again, probably just fumbling a little bit, but you're working on it. These guys can't control and dominate educated women. And so that is why we see this aggression and hostility. They've come across somebody that they can't control. They can't trap you. These guys that say they're afraid of being trapped, they're trying to trap you, and they see that they can't. And so you become a target of that hostility, aggression, and anger. But yeah, women are not stupid. And yeah, we've got expectations, and I think that there's some really awesome guys out there that are excited about that and are excited to be chosen by women like me, because you get it and you understand just what kind of baggage we are not bringing into a relationship, the level of strength we are willing to carry in the relationship, the partnership, the challenge, the humor, the endless interesting conversations, and the self-awareness and digging deep and challenging both of us to be authentically who we are and like happy for the rest of our lives. So women are not stupid. And I'm not going to say that men are stupid either. I'm just saying that there's a certain type that is that gravitates towards ideologies where they need to be told what to believe and unchallenged by things, and certainly not challenged. They certainly don't want to be challenged by a woman, because that scares their fragile masculinity, and they don't actually understand what true masculinity is. So sir, I am not stupid. I have a lot of degrees. Actually, there's a few of them on the wall. And even if I didn't have degrees, that wouldn't make me stupid. But I do. So I actually have some education and some background in some of these things. And I kind of know what I'm talking about. Despite not being an expert on relationship advice or medical or mental health stuff, I have lived a life, and I have quite an education to back it up, and quite a work experience to back it up. And that therefore makes me either an asset or a challenge. Just depends on you.